In the video, Perplexity analyzes the patentability and novelty of a link-only grammar textbook, a concept that consists entirely of curated links to high-quality third-party resources like Walden University or Purdue OWL, rather than original text content. Here are the key takeaways from Perplexity's view as presented in the video. 1. Current patent landscape. Perplexity notes that there does not appear to be a US patent for this specific narrow concept, 017. While patents exist for dynamic course content, they generally focus on broader systems rather than a book that is strictly a collection of outbound links, 040. Dynamic content systems. Existing patents, like US 8190590B2, describe frameworks that connect textbooks to slides and audio to move away from static rigid frameworks, 441. Embedded markers. Some patents cover embedding markers in video subtitles to link to grammar lessons, but these are integrated multimedia packages, not curated link directories. 122. 2. Potential for novelty. Perplexity suggests the idea might be considered distinct because it acts as a curated index rather than a creator of its own media. 251. Key differentiator. The specific mapping of topics, like subject-verb agreement and pronouns, exclusively to established university resources, Purdue, OWL, etc., could be a distinguishing feature. 326. Structure. Organizing these external links into a traditional textbook structure with assessment pathways is a unique approach compared to current interactive models. 338. 3. Legal and practical hurdles. While the idea is unique in its link-only nature, Perplexity warns of two main challenges. Obviousness. A patent examiner might argue the idea is an obvious extension of existing QR code linked textbooks. 350. Claim drafting. To get a patent, the claims would need to be very carefully drafted to avoid overlapping with existing patents for dynamic or video integrated instruction. 315. Conclusion. Perplexity views the concept as a distinctive curation-based model that moves away from traditional static content production. 5 o'clock. However, its success as a patentable invention depends on whether its specific method of mapping external resources to a textbook structure is seen as a significant enough innovation over existing interactive learning tools. 359. Video link. Perplexity's opinion on my new type of grammar textbook. YouTube video views will be stored in your YouTube history, and your data will be stored and used by YouTube according to it.
Is there a patent for a grammar textbook which has only links to video explanations for articles on the net, like those of Walden and Purdue universities, on topics like subject-verb agreement, pronouns, and links to exercises on these topics? Answer. Short answer. There does not appear to be a US patent specifically on a grammar textbook that consists solely of links to third-party video explanations, e.g. Walden, Purdue OWL, and links to exercises. Related patents cover broader systems that link textbooks to multimedia, interactive content, QR-linked materials, or video-based grammar instruction, but not the narrow concept you described as such. What exists that's close? Dynamic course content tied to a textbook structure. Patents describe systems where textbook frameworks are connected to networked media like slides and videos. These are about creating and accessing dynamic course content, rather than a book of only outbound links to third-party videos or exercises. Video-linked language grammar instruction. A granted patent teaches embedding markers in video subtitle tracks that link to instructional clips about grammar patterns and includes a digital book. But this is an integrated multimedia package, not a link-only grammar textbook pointing to external sites. G. Interactive grammar teaching systems. Applications cover grammar rules embedded in interactive animations with self-testing. Again, as a self-contained system, rather than a compendium of external links to university resources. Live textbooks, exercise books with QR codes. An application discloses textbooks that include QR codes and app integration to reach relevant online content, which is conceptually closer to linking out. but it is a broader, interactive model and not limited to curating third-party university videos and exercises on topics like subject-verb agreement and pronouns, older and adjacent language learning aids. Several patents address grammar learning, morphology exercises, or general language pedagogy, but none focus on the narrow, link-only grammar textbook to external university videos and exercises. Bottom line for your idea: novelty relative to prior art. A textbook. That is essentially a curated index of links to third-party video explanations and exercises. Appears distinct from the cited systems, which either bundle their own multimedia, embed interactive elements, or provide dynamic authoring frameworks. However, claims would need to be drafted carefully to avoid overlap with QR-linked or dynamic content textbooks and video-integrated instruction. Key differentiation to consider: exclusively external linking to established university resources, e.g. Purdue OWL, Walden, organized as a textbook structure with topic mapping, subject-verb agreement, pronouns, and assessment pathways could be a distinguishing feature, but obviousness over QR-linked and dynamic textbooks would need legal assessment. If you want, a more targeted patentability search can be run on specific claim features, e.g., textbook comprised solely of curated external links, mapping to third-party university OWL resources, link-only assessment routing, and by adding CPC classes G09B and G06F details to refine results. Image pubs, asterisk, imagepubs.uspto.gov/print download PDF. System and method for the creation and access of dynamic course content. US 8190590B2. The creation of course content for college and university courses, seminars, lectures, and other pedagogical activities has in the past relied heavily on a textbook. Using a textbook for course content creation creates a static, rigid course framework that fails to consider timely, relevant, real-world information that is dynamic and changing. This results generated content and other sources to create media products such as slides, videos, audio, and the like. The media products: image pubs. Image pubs uspto.gov. Print download PDF 8529264.